All right, what is up everybody? It is Goodman. I am back with another video. So we are gonna be going through one where I am working on the college house, which is one of my rental properties. There is a front door that needs to be fixed, or the security door in the front that needs to be fixed. Sorry for my hair looking absolutely horrible. I just don't care. You'll get over it, right? And then doing some little tips and tricks of, making sure that we don't have to fix a bunch of stuff before Section 8 inspection. And also getting the oven ready. And then for some reason, I guess I'm previewing or trying to get you guys to go watch a TikTok of mine that I made. I don't know why that clip is in the end of it. I guess Colby didn't really catch it, but that's okay. I'll talk about it once we get there, and we'll kind of pause and I'll go over everything that happened. So anyway, let's get on with the video. So we're walking into the house right now. This front security door is catching really, really bad. I don't know. I think it's been catching pretty much the entire time that I've rented it, which is why this is a very easy fix. So it doesn't really occur, or it doesn't I don't understand why I never fixed this a long time ago. You can see it's super far apart on the bottom, but on the very top, it's hitting each other. So all I have to do is just loosen these screws, because when you do security doors, you can put security screws in, which you can't take those out. You have to grind them out, or you can put in something like some lag bolts or whatever. And to me, the lag bolts make more sense. Yes, can someone take them off? Sure. But if they're gonna go through all of that trouble to take off your lag bolts to get into your house, well, they can get in your house at that point. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. So all I'm doing is just taking off. We're trying to get it where it's nice and perfect, where everything kind of lines up. You can see it going down the entire line of the exterior brace, I guess. And once we get all that good and we can lock it and it's gonna work, then all we have to do is just screw back in. I love how Mahmoud's wearing gloves, because I told him, hey, we're gonna be dealing with some plumbing stuff. And so he puts the gloves on, and then we're sitting outside working on this, and I still don't know why he's wearing the gloves. It doesn't make much sense. But hey, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So this is kind of a trial and error thing, going back and forth, making sure that everything works. But the biggest takeaway here is, if you're gonna put security doors in for your rental property, especially if you're in the hood, just use the lag bolts. You can buy them at Home Depot. They're not super expensive. They do use a bigger bit, and it's a special star bit, so it's a little bit harder for someone, if they were gonna take this off, to do it, to actually get it off. But it makes it easier. If you mess up with those security screws, there is no fixing that. So these make it where this is a fixable thing if something were to occur. Which of course, as you can see, I'm having to do right here. So all in all, make sure you do that. Go with this. Do not just use those security screws. It's so much, it's such a hassle, and getting out the grinder and sitting there grinding stuff off, it's just really, really annoying. Mahmoud's teeth are veneers, by the way, so do not think that his smile is just amazing. Someone said that somewhere we were, I can't remember, I think it was Chipotle, and I told the lady, I was like, they're fake teeth. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, you see all these wires. Now I cut this wire. I laugh because when the tenant actually moved into this house, which is recent, she calls and goes, hey, the HVAC isn't working at all. And I'm like, oh, okay, weird. I don't know why, blah, blah. So I call up my HVAC guy. He comes over, and it's this wire, actually. And he comes over and goes, someone cut the wire to the thermostat. And I was like, huh, who could have done that? Anyway, that's my bad. So I love how we have video evidence of me actually doing it too, which is the best part of it all. How stupid. I know that the thermostat's on the other end of that wall. So why am I doing this? I don't know. Doesn't really matter though. So cut those wires. They were in the way for a long time anyway, and I needed to get them out of the way. But then actually my HVAC guy, he rerouted it a lot better. So it's not in the way of the closet. The closet actually works and functions as a closet now, which is very nice. So, it's whatever. Sometimes I don't use my brain, but sometimes it works out when I don't use my brain. So, we'll take it for what it is. Anyway, so I got that done, and then of course, what do you know? We go throw it into the trash can, and later on, that would be taken out of the trash. Not really. He just used new wire. But anywho, so we got that done. I was just clearing that stuff up because I'm just doing little teeny things in this house to get it ready for the inspection, because it has not occurred yet in this video. There's a lot of little things that we had to do, and even when we did the inspection, we had a lot of things that need, tiny things that need to be done afterwards. So, but the tenant has been this process took forever, and in another video I'll probably maybe explain what happened. and all the things that were going on. I think this actual video is before I even had the tenant look at the house or anyone look at the house. So it is a random tenant from Macon, Georgia, but she seems like a very good person, so we're gonna go with it. And her voucher's super high, and that is a great thing. I love how the sun is beaming down to my eyes, and I can't see very well right now, and this is probably horrible, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. So, like I said, just going through the house, getting a lot of things done. I got that tub in the back right there. You can see from Facebook Marketplace for like $100. I was in the middle of church, like texting this lady on Facebook Marketplace, like trying to get this done, whatever. Anyway, we're going through, just cleaning up stuff. Tam was like she was like cleaning this stuff to put back into the refrigerator, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna throw it all away. Like, I don't need another, like, whatever these things, I think they're for the door, like the guards for the door. And I just don't care. Like, it's just another thing that's gonna break, and then I'm gonna have to put it back together, and then I'm gonna have to buy a new like refrigerator or something. So why would I do it in the first place? So I think we throw this away. I do. See, I remember these things because I don't want to sit there and have to deal with it. So throw this stuff away. Again, kind of a boring like day in the life here, but this is what I do sometimes. Sometimes like I don't want to hire someone to do this thing, so I'm coming in here to clean up everything I know to clean up and get ready to have people come look at the house. I think we still have the lawn to do, which, you know, that's always fun. Mahmoud loves a good lawn day. I remember the first day I handed him a weed eater, it was, that boy's whole entire world changed, I'll tell you that. So he was not ready for that. These blinds, so we got a lot of the blinds down because they're like broken and stuff. In one of these bedrooms, I think this is coming up here. Oh no, we're doing the paint first, getting all this stuff out. Paint, keep inside the house. For me, I put it in places where you can't really find it, so that the tenants don't touch it or anything like that. But I always keep the paint there if I use a special paint. And like in this house, we just kind of redid all the walls and stuff, make it fresh. I'm taking off the blinds in the bathroom. Number one, why are there blinds in the bathroom? I probably should frost that glass. But also because in this front window, there is a crack. And I don't know if I show it to you guys or not, but there's a crack in one of these panes. And instead of having to go through and like fix this crack like right now, which we're trying to get like a tenant in, I say, you know what, let's just put blinds on it and you'll never know. And yeah, so it actually did work. No one looked behind those blinds. Is that where the crack is? I can't tell. I don't know. I think this is just me with the camera work again. Guys, you just gotta have grace. I don't know. I'm not very good with the camera. I was actually recording today and I was thinking like, man, I've really done a horrible job with this camera stuff. But whatever. Anyway, so got that done and everything good. With the blinds, again, it's a nice little hack if you guys, a little hack there if you want to, you know, skip having to fix a window. Just put some blinds in. The tenant's like, wow, blinds for free? I can't believe it. And the inspector's like, I'm not going to look behind there because obviously they wouldn't try to hide something from me, would they now? And also it keeps the neighbors from looking in the house because that does go out to the porch. So whatever. House is coming together though, dude. I'll tell you, if we remember what this thing looked like when we first walked in after the lady moved out, like, oh my goodness, like everything is nice, repainted, looks really, really good, and I'm very, very happy with it. So Mahmoud and I are just getting everything nice and settled, nice and ready to go. And I think I have a nice little funny video for YouTube Shorts coming up here of like me actually showing this house. And like I was watching Owning Manhattan, which is Ryan Serhant's show on Netflix. And I just found it really funny the way that they describe houses and stuff. So I was like, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start describing houses to people like this Western exposure, right? Like no one's doing that in the hood. So I'm gonna start doing it. Because I have to show people houses. I have to sell it, kind of. Not really, but I sell myself, I guess you could say. So, oh well, doesn't really matter. But I'm closing all the blinds now just to kind of, you know, it's not that any of these windows are broken. It's just that it makes the house look more uniform when all of the blinds are shut. And I don't have people peering in either, which is nice. They do have that big, huge front window, which of course, it needs like 3 or 4 different blinds on it, and all of them are broken. And I'm definitely not gonna replace that, so whatever, it doesn't really matter. So whatever. Anyway, getting all this stuff like taken care of. I don't know why I did what I just did there, but that's okay, not a big deal. But again, everything coming together. I probably should take that alarm system down. I think no one's using it. Oh, there's the crack. Okay, it's on the other one. So yeah, so that crack's there. But again, blinds go down, you don't see it, and everyone's happy. So it doesn't really matter, and we're just gonna keep it going. This is, I think, the next day we came back because I was like, I need to get the stove hooked up to the gas because I didn't think it was already. But the good thing is I walked in here and it already was, because we had Spire coming, which is our gas company. So we need to make sure everything was connected. I think the only thing that is gas in this house would be the furnace and is the stove. So we're just making sure that those things are connected and ready to go, so that when the Spire guy does come, he can walk in the house, get everything going, get all the gas flowing through, like especially for the stove. I actually just walked into one of my houses that you'll see in later videos, and one of the new tenant that's moving in was like, hey, it smells like gas in the house. And I was like, oh, it's probably nothing. Walk in there, it's the strongest smell of gas. And the gas guy just like walked in and just like turned it on, was like, oh yeah, it's all good. And I'm like, what in the world, dude? Anyway, but yeah, so we're just checking, making sure that the refrigerator is actually working, because I had to get a new one. The old refrigerator was not working properly, like it just wasn't cooling. So got the new refrigerator in. Mr. How do I not remember his name? I can't believe I can't remember his name. He literally gives me all my appliances, the best guy ever. Mr. Rick. Mr. Rick is the best. He brings all the appliances when it comes to stoves, refrigerators, freezers, anything like that. He has tons of it. He fixes them himself, cleans them himself, gets them from like different apartments and stuff like that. So it really does help out, where I don't have to like go on Facebook Marketplace, find one that's like, you know, half broken, half dirty. His are all cleaned, all inspected, and if something goes wrong, he gives a warranty on it and stuff like that. So I love it. He also delivers, no questions asked, no hassle for me. That's the biggest thing, is finding people when you're doing rentals and when you're doing flips, is finding people that you can trust, and finding like a network of people to do the appliances, people for the HVAC, people for any kind of trades, plumbing, electrical, getting your crew together. And it's not just for the construction crew. You got to think about all the things you have to supply in the rental to make it easier to rent, right? So the stove, the refrigerator, a deep freezer if you want, a dishwasher, something like that. Like if you have to have those things, you need to know someone that gets them, knows how to fix them, knows how to go, like will do like things like deliver them and stuff for you. So you're not sitting there having to go out and, oh, I have to try. What's really giving me OCD right now is this plug right there, because usually I get those screws in the middle and I make it so I twist it where they're all pointing up. But that's okay. Life will go on, I guess. Anyway, so we had to move the stove close to this thing, because I was trying to move it as close to the exhaust fan as possible, but the plug is offset from the exhaust fan, so that's as far over as the stove can go, which is like, okay, great, I guess, whatever. So we just kind of move it as best we can. That's just how it has to go. But yeah, going back to the network, if you guys can get people that can do these like little things, like cleaning people, I get Tam, I also have like Roberto's wife, like they're very good people, get this stuff done, don't have to worry about it. That's the biggest thing. So try to get those people together. It will make your life so much easier if you can do something like that. But yeah, so anyway, making sure this hood works, and it does, which is very, very nice. So I don't know, I guess I'm just so excited that, I mean, look how good that stove looks. That was Tam. She like sat there and scrubbed that thing down. So, and got it looking that good. I mean, that's crazy how gross and disgusting it was before and how nice it looks now. Got to get the rest of that paint up there. I don't know why he only did one pail of paint. It's fine, doesn't matter. That room I didn't really even clean, which is crazy. They let me just have it the way it was. They didn't ask me to go in there and clean anything. They should just leave it the way it is, and it's perfectly fine. So I'm probably yelling at Mahmood to get all this stuff out and like, why is it still here? And I want you to put it in blah, blah, blah type of location. So, oh well, you know, he never really listens the first time, so it doesn't really matter. Anywho, so moving forward, everything again in the house just looks so nice compared to how it was. I'm very, very thankful for it. Very happy. That door is all screwed shut. I love how I showed this. Look at what I did. I'm so happy I cut that wire. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so we're done with that part and with all this stuff. Now this, we're going to pause right here, actually. We're going to pause. So what you're about to see is Tam's house. And Tam has a son, and he got extremely mad and took rocks and broke the windows of 4 windows in her house because he was mad. And then just was like, whatever. So this is a actual TikTok, or it's on YouTube, I think, as well. It's on YouTube Shorts. It's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, where you can see me going and repairing all these things and the amount of time it took and all the things I had to go through to get these things repaired. When they were already perfectly good windows, and it was because he was just mad and took a rock and smashed them. I don't get it, but this is what you have to be willing to deal with as a Section 8 landlord, okay? And it's not too bad. I don't think I filmed a bunch for YouTube on it. If I did, great. I don't think I did though. And so you can go watch it on TikTok, or you can go watch it on Instagram, or watch it on YouTube Shorts. It's all there. But that is a perfect example of what you have to be prepared to deal with Section 8 people, because they're going to tell you, I don't know what happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, that's just a thing. So it's just be prepared for things like that. So yeah. So if you want to go watch those things, I already told you about that, but that was a fun time. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
This is Goodman back with another Suck It Up!